Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Today we have a very special guest in our Bakia Televisión studio, Dave Gray, founder and chairman of Explain, the visual communication company. Dave, welcome to Bakia Televisión.
Thank you, Rodolfo. It's a pleasure.
Dave, we would like to ask you a question about visual communication. I mean, what is it that it makes so attractive that many companies, I mean, we had here a few days ago your CEO, Arik Butt, and he explained us that some of the things that, and the type of customers that you had, but what made you create the company?
Well, business is changing faster today than ever before. If you look around companies like Google and Skype, if you're a telecommunications company, for example, and your competitor is giving away voice calls for free, what do? There's major change going on in the world today, and I think that one of the things that companies have to get good at is change. And visual thinking and visual communication can help companies become more agile and more adaptive. For example, a person who's getting out of school today will probably have 10 or 15 jobs by the time they're 30 or 40. And many of the jobs that they'll have are jobs that they can't even imagine or can't even begin to train for today. So what visual communication and visual thinking does is it helps companies become more adaptive, more agile by helping them, their entire workforce become more agile in the way that they think, the way that they communicate.
What is it that makes a technological company more adept to visual communications that traditional companies? I know that you work for a lot of different traditional companies as well, but it tends to be a majority of companies that came in the things that I have seen that come from the technology business. I mean, is that a reason behind?
Yes, I think technology by its nature is a very abstract thing to a lot of people. When you're selling or trying to communicate a technology, you have to be able to create a vision in the mind of your customer of something that maybe doesn't exist yet. Or, for example, the benefits of a lot of technology happen in the use of the technology. For example, there are applications for farmers and ways to use mobile phones and digital camera capture and sharing information. You can describe what the application does, but if you can't describe how it benefits a person or how it actually manifests itself in the use, then you have a very hard time describing what it can do for people. So therefore, making a picture can be very effective.
One of the other things that I have noticed is that newspapers really started a revolution in what we call in Spain infography. I don't know how you call that. What they design, I mean, some of the things that they have shown, I mean, in very detail, that you can understand in a picture something that it would take 7 or 8 pages to explain.
Yes.
Are people that come from this industry good consultants for Explain, or what do they need to become an Explain consultant? Or what is the type of people that you're looking for that can do it? I mean, that can make it.
Yes. We're looking for people who, I guess, one guy described it to me once as I have the ability to talk to engineers and technologists and specialists, and then I have the ability to translate what they're talking about to a business person. And I think it's been my experience that someone who's focused on business and business results and uses words like growth and revenue and profit is a very different type of person and speaks an entirely different language than someone who's speaks the language of bits and bytes and technology. So you have often a very a Tower of Babel, if you will, where people have trouble communicating with each other, not because they have any difference in opinion or difference in intent, but because they're just speaking different languages. They're speaking the language of their discipline. What a visual image can do is create a common ground in the middle, where a technologist can look and see what he can see the facts and the features and functions of the technology, and a business person can look at the same picture and see the benefits, the business benefits. And so it becomes a place where they can meet, and the pictures become the language that they speak in common.
Let's talk about BizThink.
Okay.